Hey there, you're watching the Uber Goat WV. I'm Kevin. Welcome to my world. This is where real stories are riding shotgun, good vibes are taking the wheel, and you never know what's right around the corner. So buckle up, slap that like button, subscribe to my channel, and let's jump in. Today, we're going to talk about what I'm going to call a goat story. This is called the Uber Goat WV. The Uber Goat was already taken. I do not call myself the Uber Goat. It's other people that have called me that. When I told people that I was going to start a YouTube channel, they said, you should be the Uber Goat. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure about that. And I had more than one person suggest that, and so I said, okay, well, I'll try that. Well, the Uber Goat has already been taken. But the Uber Goat WV has not been, therefore that's why the name. I think it's a little arrogant to call yourself the goat. I think it's other people that call you that. What criteria are used to be considered the goat? I looked it up. When you Google it, what comes up are 4 or 5 things. One is going above and beyond the average. So being better than average. Excuse me. Consistently performing at that above average level. Succeeding or exceeding benchmarks that were previously set. And doing that again like on a consistent basis. Having a legacy in your field, whether it's sports, whether it's your job, whether it's a hobby that you have, whatever it might be. A goat can be anything. It doesn't have to be sports. And also the ability to bounce back from setbacks and bad things that have happened. That resiliency, as well as going above and beyond on a consistent basis, is typically what's considered a goat. So, the Uber Goat, that title was given to me. That is not something that I proclaim, self-proclaim. If you look up what it means to be a goat, or where it originated from a man in sports that a lot of people know or remember or have heard of. Some people remember him as Cassius Clay. Other people remember him as Muhammad Ali. Now, he called himself the greatest. His fourth wife, who I think her name was Yolanda or something like that, but when he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, she also converted to Islam, and she decided to change her name to Lonnie Ali. He was calling himself the greatest, but she said for commercial purposes and for advertising, they should call him the greatest of all time, which got shortened to GOAT. Now, he was a very flashy guy. He had no trouble promoting himself as the greatest of all time. Now that's considered a little bit arrogant to be able to actually do that. So, do I call myself the GOAT? I don't have to. My clients do. My writers do. My friends do. My supporters do. So there's no need for me to do that. That's just the name of my channel. So, what are the reasons that I'm called the GOAT? Well, from time to time, I'm going to be telling you maybe short stories about things that I've done that maybe some people would say, yeah, you're the GOAT because of that. Today is one of those. It's been about a year since this happened. I'm on a ride. I had one ride ready to finish. Another request comes up. I swipe, accept the ride. Drop the first ride off. I go to pick up this girl. And I pull up to the bar, and there's 2 girls standing there. Okay. The door opens, but only one gets in. All right, well, they're just saying bye. Well, the girl that did not get in the car said, okay, when you get home, call me. I want to make sure you got home safe. Ay. Now I got to deal with a drunk person. Great. It's me and this drunk person. This is not the first time this has happened. What am I going to do? Well, I said, well, I prefer somebody ride with her. She said, it's not very far. She's not going to throw up in your car or anything like that. Yeah, but somebody needs to get her out of the car. Well, I can't at the moment, but can you please do this? I'll tip you really well. It's not about the tipping. I don't do it to get tips. I do it just because I think it's the human thing to do. All right. She gets in the car, the door closes. I say hi to the girl, who's obviously drunk. And she says, hi. I guess you had a good time this evening. Oh, I had a blast. I had a great time. Yeah. Okay, I need to hurry up. Hey, it's only about a 4-minute drive. Great. 4 minutes. I think I can handle 4 minutes. I have the radio on. She's listening to the radio. I get up to where I'm supposed to drop her off. Now, it's a big parking lot, and there's 3 apartment buildings that kind of horseshoe around this parking lot. I don't know which corner or which building I'm going to, because the Uber app is not always correct. Sometimes you get close and it says, okay, near there is where we got to go. I pull up to the parking lot and I stop, my foot's on the brake, and I turn to say, hey, which building? And the door opens up. Oh, wait, whoa, wait a minute. No. And as she's getting out, I hear her phone fall. You dropped your phone. Hey, where are you going? And she turned. I don't know where she's walking to, because she's just kind of standing there and looking around. She closes the door. I don't think she got her phone. I put my put my car in park, get out, I walk around, and she's walking towards one of the buildings. I said, you forgot your phone. She doesn't hear me. I open the passenger door in the back. There's her phone. I grab her phone, close the door. I trot over to her, and like I say, she's still walking. The problem is, I have a saying: when you're walking towards something and you drift to the right, you're a right side drifter. Or some people drift to the left. They're looking straight ahead, but they're drifting either left or they're drifting right. This is my left, my right. You're going opposite for you. So she's a right drifter. I finally get on her right side. And I said, hey, here's your phone. You forgot your phone. Oh, okay. Thank you. I said, are you all right? Yeah, I can do this on my own. I said, okay. Now I can see where she's looking. I can also see where she's walking to. And it's not where she's looking. So she's walking across this parking lot, and I am not comfortable with just driving away. I know a lot of Uber drivers would actually do that. You're out of the car, they take off. That's not me. That's just not how I function. That's not my MO. I want to make sure you at least get to your door. Now, if you fall asleep at your door, that's on you. But I typically like to make sure you've opened the door to go into your apartment. Sometimes apartments are on 3rd floor, and I can't, after they get out of my sight, I don't know where they are, so I'll pull away. She's drifting right. I'm on her right side to try to kind of help keep her in line. She keeps running into me, and she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just making sure you're okay. I'm fine. I can do this on my own. I'm fine. I can do this on my own. And I don't bump her, but I make sure that we're walking in the direction that she's looking. We get about 2/3 of the way across the parking lot. And she looks at me. She stops. And she looks at me and she says, I can do this on my own. I'm fine. I said, okay. Okay. I don't need your help. I'm not helping you. Okay. I mean, technically, I'm not touching her. I'm not doing anything. I'm just making sure that she's walking in a straight line. That's all I'm doing. I'm the guardrail to her walking. She gets about 10 feet from her door, and I said, "Is this the right door here?" "Yes, but you're not coming in." "No, I'm not coming in. I can do this on my own." "I know that." "Then why are you here?" I said, "Because you just walked across the parking lot and you got out of my car and we were not in park. So I want to make sure your judgment's okay." "I'm fine." I said, "Okay." And there's two doors side by side. And she tries her key in the one door and it's not going in. And she pulls back and looks at it and realizes it's the next door. So I said, "Is that door maybe?" Oh, yeah. Key goes in, she unlocks it, and she says, "You're not coming in." And I said, "Nope." "Do you have your phone?" I don't. "Oh, yeah, it's in my hand." I said, "Okay. Have a nice night. I'm going back to my car." "Okay. Thank you. Bye." I said, "Call your friend. Call your friend. Tell her you got home." Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. "Who was it?" "I don't know. I don't know her name." I said, "Here's the name that I'm delivering." That's me." I said, "Well, then I don't know who your friend is, but your friend got you in the car and said, call her. So maybe you'll remember. Don't forget." Okay. The door closes. I walk back across the parking lot. Somebody's beeping at the horn at my car, thinking they're beeping at me, but they're not. Why they couldn't go around, I don't know. Because there was plenty of room. I guess they just didn't like the fact that I was stopped in halfway between the lane and a parking spot. I wasn't fully in a parking spot, but I wasn't fully in the lane either. Okay. I felt very satisfied by the fact that I got her to her door and the door was opened up. That's just me. That's just how I am. I just don't like leaving, especially young ladies who are under the influence, walking by themselves. That's just I can't do that. I mean, I just can't do that. I can't let that happen. Let that go. But anyway, maybe that's why people call me the Uber goat. I don't know. I just want to treat people fairly and treat them right. Make sure everybody gets home safe. And hopefully I'm keeping people from drinking and driving too. So stories like that, I'm going to start calling them the goat stories, if you're okay with that. So that's my goat story number 1 for you for this week. This is the Uber Goat, Kevin. I'm signing off, and hey, be safe out there.